Yo, what's really good though? It's your girl Yezzi, Yezzir.
And it's your girl AY, you done already.
And you are watching Hey Sis. Boom.
Period.
Okay.
So where we talk about our opinions, and if you don't like it, kick blood clot rocks.
Real straight, okay?
Period.
And this is a topic that everyone's talking about. And it's got everyone thinking,
trending.
what the heck is going on? So on today's episode, we're going to talk about should OnlyFans be banned?
What's going on?
Let's talk about it.
As Marvin Gaye says, what's going on?
What is going on? Seriously.
What's going on? What do you think? It should be banned. It should be banned.
Oh.
The thing is, OnlyFans started not as what it is now.
Yeah. So let's just give some background on OnlyFans. So
OnlyFans was more of like, it was like a marketing tool for a lot of like businesses and stuff like that. It was not just used for sex work or whatever.
Yeah.
Like,
it's a UK based website.
Yeah.
It's a subscription based website
yeah.
for any hustle that you're doing.
And it's only, I feel like in the past couple of years, people saw an opportunity and started now using it as part of like, I guess, sex work, I guess you could say that. Would you say that?
Yeah, a subscription
like
to pornographic
stuff.
content.
Yeah, and stuff. And especially during the pandemic, it blew even more.
People are at home a lot more, let's just say that. And they had a lot more time on their hands.
You know?
Excuse the pun.
To the point where Beyonce was saying she's going to start her OnlyFans, Demon Times.
Yeah, I mean, Queen Bee herself even had to do a little shout out to all the OnlyFans. So the whole reason why OnlyFans was going to ban it is because OnlyFans uses, payment methods like MasterCard and Visa. And they didn't want to subscribe to that kind of stuff. And they were like, listen, we're not going to really, co-sign OnlyFans if they're going to keep putting out, majority of their content being pornographic image. And they were like, yeah, let's pull the plug. But you literally just told me that they're right back in.
Yeah, they went back in. I mean, because celebrities jumped on it. Quite a lot of celebrities jumped on the OnlyFans because, as well, like, they were not making money during the lockdown. So they were like, let's make extra P's whilst we can't work.
Secure the bag in every way.
And people want to see me, not necessarily naked, but they don't mind seeing me in my thong or like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they were like, okay, cool. I'm gonna try and make peace and that. Should it be banned?
I mean, the whole reason why it was banned in the first place was on a moral basis. Big companies don't want to be associated with sordid things.
Yeah, but I feel like.
But what do you think about it?
Also, people.
Okay.
It exists. It's been existing. I feel like when we kind of like discredit them, it's kind of making it seem like they're not people, they're just almost objectifying them.
Dehumanizing them.
Yeah, dehumanizing them because the reality is your boyfriends, your husbands, your girlfriends, your wives are watching these people do their thing. They're subscribing, okay? So put some respect on them because at the end of the day, we are complaining about the world objectifying people and treating not humans, like women, not as people and for example. And it's like, but then when you give them the platform and opportunity to make money off the fact that, okay, cool, I can find, like, I want to objectify myself. And if I want to do that, I can do that on my own and make my own money. It's like, now we're given that opportunity. It's like, well, no, that's disgusting. You're not allowed to do that.
And some would even say it's not also necessarily objectifying it. Some people are creatives and their form of creativity is an expression through the body. So it's seen as a form of art that just so happens to be classified in the subcategory of nudity.
Exactly.
And then obviously that gets put in the subsection of, we got some comments in the background.
Yeah.
The subsection of pornography. But I will say that people should be able to earn a safe living.
Yeah.
Because some would say, okay, what's the difference between that and a red light district? There's a lot of incidences that happen in physical spaces that don't protect certain people in their line of work. Some people who are creative and use it as expressive content and art are able to do this in the comfort of their homes without putting themselves in danger. And that's some of the beauty in the internet now, whereby you can be with someone virtually but not physically. And it protects a lot of people.
It does.
It's kind of like a form of safeguarding.
Yeah, it does. It does. And again, it's like, I don't know. I don't really see, it's like, there's other pornography sites like out there and stuff. If you really want to be like, oh no, it just uses porn and there's other sites out there. Is it because they're making you pay if you want to see, or is it because that the pornography is there and you don't watch it and you don't subscribe to it and you're not entertained or fascinated of that world? Do you get what I mean? Because I'm like, bro, like, people are paying. It's not like as if you don't, it's for free. You have to pay to follow these people. So the only reason they're existing and continuously making money is because somebody's subscribing.
Yeah, I mean, we also have to talk about the dangers of OnlyFans, and
Therefore,
they need to be tighter with their guidelines. The same with Facebook. You've got young people who are younger and younger lying about their age. The form of even proving your identity is abysmal.
Yeah.
And you've got people that are under the age of wherever you're based, whether it's 16 here or 21 abroad, who are being exploited by people because the glitz and glam of social media is, oh, I was on OnlyFans for a week and I made X amount of money. Especially in a time where people are deprived with money and there's different tiers of poverty depending on where you live. People are chasing these things by trying to make quick money.
Exactly.
And what happens is now child abuse, a new form of child abuse is exposed on platforms like OnlyFans. So I feel like in some spaces, we should ban OnlyFans until they take accountability for making it a safe place for adults to be in. Because there's a lot of children.
Needs to be safer because too many kids are
children.
Let me make some money. God, now these perverts.
You don't understand.
I don't have to even try anymore. It's easy.
You can now. You've got,
and it's technically allowed now because it's on OnlyFans. They say that they are qualified. So what wrong did I do?
OnlyFans needs to look at their team. If they have to take down that category in the site until they get things right, do it. Yeah. Because otherwise, you're going to be responsible for exposing children to a whole new realm. Yeah.
And also, I feel like we need more sex workers as well to speak about their experiences.
Yep. Because the good, the bad, and the ugly.
Because too many girls, it's like the same way like strippers and
Thank
all of that.
you.
Too many girls are seeing that and thinking, let's make some money.
They see the glitz and the glam.
Money. And they don't see the in-betweens of men abusing you physically, mentally, emotionally, all of these
financial abuse is another thing.
They don't see all of these things that are happening in between, behind the scenes, and they just think I can just make money. And then that's when I saw, in fact, a TikTok actually of one of sex worker, and she's retired. She's been retired for a couple of years now. She's had to do therapy for it because she was talking about, you saw the glitz. Let me tell you what happened behind the scene. The mental abuse that she got, the physical, like the breakdown of self, and who she is behind it. That she's now having to now build it back up and figure. And she's a big woman now. Do you understand? So it's like we don't have enough conversations about that. This is the problem. Why do we do? Society just literally pushes. It's like out what we were talking about. Concept of something, one side, dimensional.
But that's what we were talking about in the sense of when you're on these platforms, you only want to put your best foot forward. I get it, but then you do it so much to a toxic level where you actually give people an impression that doesn't exist. Same with the strippers. Now you have this narrative of, oh, I was in uni. Then I was a stripper. I made a whole bunch of money and now I'm a big influencer. Yeah, I'm a big influencer. I'm making so much money.
I've got my own house. And it's like, look, some people love that and some people are cool with that and some people are happy with that and some people are but not everyone's happy in those situations. Not everyone's cool in those situations. Not everyone's healthy in those situations. So we need to speak about those.
And we got to look at the statistics as well.
Exactly.
For every 10 people that go into stripping, maybe 2 made it out. The other 9 are still stripping. They're not making a lot of money. They're not living in the glitz and glam of a nice place and getting paid to do walkthroughs at clubs. So like you said, let's speak on it. And if we're not ready to speak on it, don't really glamorize it. And if you're a platform that helps with the lies, then you're a reason why our society and the generations that come before us and after us are going to be in situations where they're in and out of hospitals or therapy offices and having different forms of mental health issues to get over trauma.
This is it, because even those people that don't make it, some of them, the things that they have to do to try and even sustain, i.e. when certain people have spoken of drugging men, doing this to men.
But it's glamorized as
and
well.
Robbing, and that's being glamorized. And it's like, whoa. Why is all these toxic behaviors being made to be, it is what it is, I'm trying to make it out here.
Yeah.
Let's just do what we need to do.
And let's not act up. Let's not act like drugging men is funny. Because if the shoe was on the other foot, we wouldn't find that funny.
No way.
It's not funny. In no way should we be proud of it. And also, if you had to drug a man, if you had to do that because maybe it was a certain situation, say that.
Yes.
And don't say because you did it for fun to just take his watch.
Exactly. Because then again, you're still pushing a narrative
of having fun.
I'm having fun. When really and truly, maybe because he was some abusive guy that constantly used to come to your workplace. He was your pimp, and you needed to find a way out. So you found a way out by drugging him, taking his peas, and moving out the city.
Tell the whole truth.
What you had to actually do to leave that. But don't say, oh, I wanted some money. I wanted a new watch. I wanted a new car. I wanted a new... So I just drug men and used them. And it's like, bro, you're pushing a narrative that this is okay. Like, because then it becomes toxic. Because then that's when it's like, men are like, okay, well, I can do whatever I want because people are doing this, then I can do that. And it's like, this is not what we want. We're not trying to continuously perpetuate like hate towards each other.
Yeah. Men and women, we got to respect one another.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be one rule for men and one rule for women. If we mutually respect each other, we can have healthy relationships. We can have healthy friendships.
Yeah.
But until we stop doing the tit for tat and the war of the genders, we're going to keep finding ourselves in toxic situations.
Oh my gosh, because the war on the genders is ridiculous right now.
It's getting silly now.
It's ridiculous right now. But if you speak, it's, you're a gays, and I'm thinking, let me
you're either a pick-me girl or you're doing too much for the girls, or you can't win.
You can't win. It's like, isn't the point for us to find a medium for where we both live in healthy spaces? I think we kind of forgot that.
Yeah, that was the whole basis of it.
But again, as I always say, the pendulum has to swing one way, come back to the other before it goes to the middle. Because I think that's what it is. It's like, it's the same concept. Like, from back in the day when women couldn't speak, now women are speaking twice as loud.
Yeah.
So it's like you have to go through extremes to find what is the medium. What is the safe space for us? What is, do you know what I mean? But yeah, it needs to change because it's getting a bit too hasty. It's getting a bit too techie right now.
It's getting ridiculous.
Young girls just like, what are you doing? Learn how to spell. What are you doing?
You got the boys rushing themselves to become men.
Yeah.
And they're trying to look a certain way that costs some money.
Exactly.
They're trying to dine in places that cost some money. But they don't have the means to get that type of money, so they turn to fraud. You got the young girls that are trying to look a certain way to attract a certain guys, and they find themselves in situations where
boys and
and they find themselves now selling themselves without even knowing it.
Exactly.
But they think in their heads, isn't love through money?
Exactly.
No, it's not through money.
I've been seeing a lot of these like young 16, 17-year-old like girls saying like, if he's not got this and that. I'm thinking 16, 17 got what? What have you got that you're expecting him to buy you? Buy me this designer. Can you buy, baby girl, spell that designer.
Mate,
spell it.
If we're
because
talking
you're
16, 17,
like you're a big girl.
You have no business with designers. Go ahead and get yourself in those books, or go get yourself in your hustle and live modestly. Go with your friends and play.
Go play or something.
Go play outside.
Work at McDonald's or something. Try to earn some money.
You know what? At 16, 17, you're just trying to get money for your favorite festival.
This is it.
Go get tickets to your favorite show.
Get your new pair of jeans or trainers that you're supposed to,
That's
what I mean? Pop in.
Don't worry about the designer bags, boo. Trust me. When we get into the whole designer life, people ain't ready for that one. But listen, the final takeaways for the people out there in regards to what you think the future of OnlyFans should be.
I feel like I agree with you in a sense of unless there is some sort of restrictions or guidelines to stop these young kids, there needs to be rules and regulations, and they need to be tight as hell.
Tight.
Because adults should be the only ones being able to access in that area of work.
Yeah.
So if that is dealt with, run free.
Yeah.
But also, don't just go into that thinking it's a sweet life.
Yeah.
It's not Sweet Life for Zach and Cody. It's not Sweet Life for Zach and Cody.
Yeah.
Zach and Cody were living in that place because his mum was working.
Yeah, his mum was working.
His mum was working. You saw Zach and Cody, you didn't see his mum.
Yeah.
Alright,
It's
cool.
true that.
So you need to see those perspectives in life, you understand?
We never saw the mum.
No, you did see the mum.
Mum, yeah, occasionally.
Didn't like see her.
Yeah.
You weren't seeing her working like every single episode.
So
She was in the
exactly.
Tipton. Yeah, you got me thinking of flashback.
Exactly. You're not thinking about that. You're just seeing Zach and Cody's perspective
Being
of life.
children.
Children having fun, and that's what's happening. You're seeing the good side of things, but you're not seeing what you have to do to get there.
Yeah. And if
The
you can't
hustle.
see it, ask about it.
Exactly.
Because let's be
Research
honest, they're
about
not going to
it.
say it. Yeah. Do your research,
about
watch
it.
your documentaries, because let's be honest, we would love it in an ideal world for people to keep it real, but they're not.
Exactly.
So you go seek and ye shall find.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, what can we say other than make sure you like, subscribe, drop a comment down below on what you think about the future of OnlyFans should be.
Okay, let us know any other topics you'd like to have a conversation about.
Send us a DM.
Please. And also
Let
go
them know.
check out our music.
You've been watching Hey Sis, stay locked in.